What would it take for you to say he could have this cat back, or should he never have another cat again?
Oh, no, that's not the issue. It's just this is very high maintenance. It takes a lot of care.
I don't have any.
I just have a quick question. You say, I'm suing Amy for $5,000, but truthfully, there is no way that I can accurately assess the value that my cat has to me. I would forego all of my expenditures for the return of Jinx. What do you mean by that?
Originally, I was willing to pay for some of the vet bills because Amy was
How much
persistent.
were you willing to pay?
The initial amount that I was told by Sean,
It was $400.
$400, yes.
So now you're suing her for $2,000 for the value of Jinx.
Or the return.
Or the return. Legal fees of $800. You actually
Legal
paid
fees.
those fees?
Yes.
To a lawyer, and then lost time from work, $700, and emotional distress, $1,500.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much.
Parties are excused now while we deliberate in this matter. Thank you.
This courtroom is now in recess.
So I think that assessing the various pros and cons on each side, that I would have to fall down on the side of the plaintiff, because I think in the context of this case, she has the burden of proving abandonment. And I don't think she was able to do that. I think that she was assuming an authority over this cat that was unwarranted under the circumstances. So I would say that he should prevail on his cause of action. The question is, do we give him back the cat, or do we give him a monetary equivalent that would satisfy the damages that he's alleging?
I frankly think that we can analyze ownership with respect to these animals. Legally, they're property, but they're not cars. They're property with hearts. They're living. So I look at the abandonment issue as a practical matter. It makes me sad to say there is some abandonment, because if you look at that chain, I looked at the chain with him and Sean. Sean was a good friend. Sean said, I can keep them for 2 weeks max. The plaintiff, still unable to look after the animals, doesn't comply with that 2 weeks max. And so I don't analyze abandonment in terms of, did he stop loving the cats? Did he stop wanting to be around them? I analyze it in terms of, are you able to do the practical things that are required to exert ownership and control of the property? And I don't think he did that.
When I think that abandonment, and I agree with you, Judge Corriero, that the defendant would have had a burden to establish that he relinquished in both his heart and his head that he relinquished his interest, his possessory interest, entirely, not in some way, but entirely. And I don't see that he did.
And I think there are factors that exist that would prove that he never even, either in his heart or any other way, intended to permanently relinquish his ownership of this cat. He paid a lawyer $800.
Because she made him,
because
she wouldn't
said,
even
get a
talk to him.
lawyer if you want your cat back.
So he hasn't seen the cat in a couple of years. A relevant factor to either of you?
Yes,
No,
it
he's
is
visited
relevant
the
in terms of his loss, but in a sense. But are you saying that ownership is the determinative factor, that possession is 9/10?
I'm saying absolutely.
She was the one that deprived him.
No, let me answer that. I think if we're talking about animals as property, it's property that has to be fed several times a day. It's property that has to go to the vet. It's property that has to be housed. So I'm willing to embrace a rule that says, with respect to animals, possession is a big part of the equation.
So
And I want to
kidnap
can
a
I just be
baby.
heard? But no, so my point with this is, if you foster a child, you give up that child to another parent, another family, for the time that you need to get up on your feet.
Totally agree. But can I just say one thing? When people want to foster animals, they foster animals. They enter into foster agreements with organizations that expressly foster animals. If you want to foster an animal, you can foster it. If you want to give it away because you can't take care of it, that's a different issue.
But I don't think he gave it away. I'm on board with Michael. I think that he never relinquished his interest in the cat. I think he did the hard thing, which is to give up something he loved for the benefit of that. And I think that Amy went out of her way. She did all the right things, but I think that he didn't abandon the cat.
I would give him the cat back.
I would give him the cat back.
Okay, can I just register? I'm a strong dissent.
Strong, very strong. So the other option of the attorney's fees, I would give him the attorney's fees.
Yes.
Tanya, with regard to the financial parts here, are you going to
Well, what are
rule
you
separately?
ordering? If your order is you're going to give him some money,
If I gave him
would
the cat
join
back, I
that.
wouldn't
If
give
your
him the
order
cat
is you're giving him the cat back, I'm just dissenting. I'm entirely out of it.
You're not
I
gonna do
wouldn't
that.
give him miswork, but what about the fact that he had to pay $800 for a lawyer?
We'll consider that his offer that he made to her.
To relinquish all of the
Precisely.
financial monies.
So she-
I'll go along with that. He
Okay.
said, I'd rather
So
have
the
my
only
cat
thing
than
that
any
we're
money.
ordering is that you give back the cat.
Correct.